Right there, folks, and welcome to the very first proper episode. It's actually Football Manager in this video. Spoiler, Macclesfield Town is the club. If you haven't watched episode 0, then there's really no need to. That's not really the way to sell the episode, I suppose, but it's more just an overview. But if you want to go back and watch it, it's about 5, 6, 7 minutes long, which I realise not everybody has the time for, but there is a little bit of background, a bit of overview as to why we're managing the Macclesfield Town. I've even got the attire, so it better go well, because, you know, the club doesn't just hand out shirts. They do it in exchange for money. New concept to me. We've made no signings, but we have got a few loanees already in the door. Sadly, though, Jordan Ponticelli is our main man up front, and the eve of today's game, the opening day of the season, picked up an injury. He's been in good form in pre-season, 5 goals in 4. Let's talk about pre-season. It's gone reasonably well. We've played some higher league opposition as well in League One sides, Doncaster, AFC Wimbledon and Bradford. I haven't lost. We haven't scored a huge amount of goals in these games. We did beat Congleton by 5-0, but we haven't conceded many either. We only conceded really to Donny and to Bradford, so that's promising. Today's opponent, Swindon, obviously old hands at these leagues, promoted to and fro between Leagues 1 and 2 over the last few years, so this is going to be tough. We can't expect too much, especially with quite a few injuries in the first team. Keith Lowe is a long-term absentee, as is Ryan Lloyd. They're out for the better part of a year between them. And obviously we touched on Ponticelli. He's only out for a couple of weeks, so hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later. We've let Kenny Arthur, don't even know who that is, Kobe Arthur, go out on loan, so we'll drop him to the under-18. We haven't even got reserve teams. And Elliot Duracell, that's what we're calling this boy, because he's going to go down the wing like the Duracell bunny. But he's torn his groin in pre-season. And it does mean that Peter Vincenti is going to play right midfield. You can already see he's starting to adapt into the role, so fingers crossed he does well there. Bit nervous, to be quite honest. Don't really know what to think of this opening day of the season. We'll get to the team, so I'll see you pitch side in just a minute. And there we have the teams there. We are going with our 4-4-2. Ordinarily, Stevens would not be playing. It is Wilson. He's going to be our main choice in number 9. But with Ponticelli, would be up front with Willow. In midfield, we go Ianapa on the left. Maycock, Rose, Vincent. I will learn the first names at some stage. Fitzpatrick is pretty decent down the left side. Kelleher, Grimes, Hodgkiss and O'Hara in net. For Swindon Town, there's a few names you might recognise. There's a few names that I don't, so we'll skip swiftly on here at the county ground. And I hate first games away from home, especially when we're the newly promoted side. I think we'll tell the boys to go out there and give us a bit of an upset. A lot of teams will be expecting us to be the whipping boys. Hopefully we can surprise a few. And the important thing when you're newly promoted, of course, is not to lose a lot of games. You are going to lose plenty of games. It's important about not letting the runs between victories go on too long. You don't want to be going 10 games without a win. That's what I'm saying. Napa now on this, I was going to say the left side, as he passes inexplicably, but we might be in. No, I mean, there's a lot of errors in that. We could break that play down all day and try and figure out what occurred there. But the upshot is McCormick picks up the ball in the Swindon goal and goes long, and Grimes clears. But no blue shirt giving chase, and it allows Swindon to come forward. But we might be in here. Wilson, long ball forward, shoots early. McCormick well positioned to make the stop. Another opportunity then breaks, and Anderson plays the ball through. Woolery might have been offside, but he hits the crossbar and cleared away by Fitzpatrick. An early, quite an exciting start. I was hoping for something a bit more calm, especially since we've hardly had a touch of the ball if you look at possession. A throw in now. We're nearly approaching the half-hour mark. Not a lot's been going on. Vincenti goes down under the tackle from Reckford, and it is going to be a penalty. We've had a few penalties in pre-season, not scored any. Danny Whittaker, the man who's not on the pitch, but Rose steps up and sends the goalkeeper the wrong way before he'd even struck the ball. Michael Rose, a goal on his debut, like a lot of these players will be on debuts, tucking this one again. See the goalkeeper. I mean, talk about going down. You know, showing all your cards before the hand is dealt. As we take an early lead, half an hour in, it's an early lead. Ooh, what a start it's been. And now here we go again. Maycock back to Fitzpatrick left side. Nice football, Napa. Although I don't know how much they know about it. Napa Ball through. Wilson. Oh, he finds the angle and doubles the Macclesfield Town lead. The Silkmen are on the rise in League Two. Oh, we're going up, aren't we? No, we're not. Not at this stage. Malachy Napa plays the ball through. It's a lovely, lovely ball. Wilson, keeper came out, narrowed the angle, perhaps, but opened the angle for the near post strike. Corner ball then. 38 minutes or 37 minutes headed down and put in by Keshi Anderson. We've got to be wary. Set pieces will be a problem, and also, perhaps a double-edged sword there. No one's stopping that strike. A throw in for ourselves now. In fact, it's really, this last 10 minutes has been absolutely crazy. Maycock finds Wilson. Does he? No, he doesn't. Tackled, and we need to. Suddenly, a 3-on. We had goal side there, and it's 2-2. We're not going up. Kane Woolery, I feel that we messed that one up, really. We had the break on the ball. When this ball goes through there, we've got goal side, and Grimes just decides not to run. I don't know if that's just low, and then they both charge at the one man, and you can't expect O'Hara to do much with that. Well, that's for creativity. Out of nowhere, a nice strong lead in the first half an hour evaporated. Napa, Maycock to Rose. Opening goal scorer for us, Hodgkiss. Vincenti. Maycock again. Nice play. Deflected away, not to our favour this time. And I think that might have been the chance as Retford heads the ball forward down. And here come Swindon. I had to check who we were playing then. That's not good. That's not good. Stevens, left side, has a strike from distance and turned away by McCormick. It's been an entertaining half. It's been very entertaining. I just feel that we've messed up a little bit with some of the second goal particularly. Not much we could do with the first one. Just didn't win that first header, and we were never going to stop the strike at that stage. Maycock plays the ball out, but Vincenti won't play it through. And Woolery, Swindon actually take a first half lead, but O'Hara claims it. That's a good save. And that is the break then. We've had the better of the half, but 2-2 it is. I'd have taken it prior to the game. I think we'll tell the boys we're not doing badly at all. If we do keep doing what we've been doing, then we should. I think there's another goal or two in us. No changes to be made at the break, I don't think. As we get the second half under the way through, Wilson goes back to Grimes and Kelleher, plays it up towards the front line but headed away. So a change then just after the break. Jared Hodgkiss is going to come off. Callum Evans is the man I think is actually a better player, but Hodgkiss is captain. So Hodgkiss gets the nod in probably most games. But we'll bring Callum Evans on early in the second half. We were going to ask for creativity, but Taylor's free kick. And Nelson at the back post hits it off the outside of the post and wide, fortunately for us. We'll now ask for that creativity to come back in. You can see inspiration now flooding through the veins of the players. And it's difficult to know what to do. I think Ben Stevens will be the man to make ways. We bring on Tyrone Marsh, no relation. Who knows what to do now, though? This is the thing. We haven't really got anyone. I mean, Danny Whitaker, you forgive me for saying it, Danny, but I think your better years are behind you when it comes to football, mate. He's on the staff. He's a part-time coach as well. So I don't think we've really got anyone to make a change. And that's going to be a theme this season, I think. Until we get some of those long-term absentees back, which might not even be to the latter ends of the season. We might already be down by then. It is going to be a case of make do and mend. We're not going to be signing players. We've had a look at the loan market. Nothing there for us. Nothing. As Napa plays it nicely now to Rose. Looks over the top. Offside, surely Scott Wilson. I don't think the ball was intended for him, but it did end up with him, and I think it felt offside. We'll see here on this replay. Or replay, not a replay. It was a nice little bit of football from us as we made the initial breakout. And then, you can see there Wilson is well offside. We didn't even get the lines. That's the yellow and red lines. The game, we were going to get them, but I've skipped it. So apologies if you were waiting for them. I was, but there we go. I think what we'll do is we'll make one final change, and that's going to see us take off Malachy Napa. Bliss, it's not great out on that left side. That's tiny slither of red, sort of tells you that. But we're going to stick him out there, and maybe you can just run the line and maybe steal us a chance to take the game. But as I said, I'd taken a draw. Is there a chance here? No, probably not. Probably not. No, as Marsh goes after it, he keeps it in for the benefit of Swindon, perhaps. Can't blame him for that, but he's got to be aware. A bit of a shout would have been nice from the boys. as Taylor comes down this check. Well, he was going to come down the side, I thought, but he checked Anderson Doughty. And we bring it away now, Maycock. Vincenti, surely time is beyond either side to go and win this now. Vincenti tries to find us one of our strikers up front. Marsh. Well, no. I think time has beaten both teams here. I think we've had the better of the game and have taken a point prior to. So, you know, I mean, yeah, we've done well there, I think, against an old stalwart of the division. And I think that's a great result. I think that really is a really good result. Next up is Grimsby Town. Again, another team that established in this league, as many teams are, of course. A lot of teams just spend their entire existence seemingly bobbing between leagues 1 and 2. And I wouldn't mind that, to be quite honest, as we touched on in episode 0, if you haven't seen it. Basically, Macclesfield spent a long time in League 2, and we're back in it for the first time in 7 or 8 years, so it's good to be back. And this is back where we want to stay. You know, we'll take this position at the end of the season. I doubt we'll get it there with 1 point. We need to start winning games. But a good start. I'm sure you'll agree. Pop a thumbs up if you agree, and if you don't, pop one on anyway. Why not? What's the harm? Just relieved to get through the opening day without a defeat, to be honest, especially on episode 1. You don't want to be losing games on episode 1, because I lose enough games on other episodes anyway. Our EFL trophy group of no consequence, but we faced the Everton Academy side, Burton and Blackpool, with all 3 games coming at home. So at least we'll get some gate receipts out of that for about 400 fans combined for the entire games, I think. Our next episode will see us play off against Crewe. We're going to do the first of every month, or the first game of every month. So if a game is moved, then that might be why you won't get the game that I tell you. But I doubt that we're going to be having the Crewe game moved. So yeah, it'll be Crewe Alex away, and hopefully we'll have picked up a couple of wins in this little cluster in August to firmly establish ourselves in this sort of mid to top half. Just to stay out of trouble, really. We don't want to be getting too close to this little red zone. That's not what we want to be. All right then, do pop a like on there, as I say. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. If you're not new to the channel, you're not subscribed, then what have you been doing? You know, explain that to me. Any comments as well, any players we should be targeting, perhaps not for this season because we haven't got any money, but for next season perhaps. Have you seen any little gems fall to League 2 clubs or loanees that we might be going after? Do let me know and I'll be sure to check them out. Look forward to seeing you for the next video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you again. Take care and goodbye.